Good Wednesday evening, November 13th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Omac police say they're investigating a Sunday shooting that left a 14-year-old wounded by gunfire. The city of Chalan is partnering with Chalan County PUD on a new 5-year strategic vision. Drier and mild weather on tap for Thursday and Friday, with more rain expected this weekend. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. A Chalan County mayor and a Moses Lake legislator are on the transition team chosen by Washington Governor-elect Bob Ferguson. The soon-to-be governor's office issued a list of 53 transition team members on Tuesday, including Leavenworth Mayor Carl Flory and 13th District State Representative Tom Dent of Moses Lake. Ferguson, the Democratic Attorney General who won the governorship with 55.8% of the vote over former Congressman Dave Reichert, said the bipartisan team will develop strategies for his first term. Flory is focused on affordable housing as mayor of Leavenworth, where home prices have skyrocketed, while Dent, a Republican, has prioritized agricultural issues, workforce development, and wildfire resiliency. The transition team will hold its first meeting November 22nd. Omac police say they're investigating a Sunday shooting that left a 14-year-old wounded by gunfire. In a press release today, the department says the teenager was sitting in a vehicle outside a residence on Apple Avenue about 9:30 p.m. when two males approached, one of whom drew a handgun and fired on the victim. He was wounded in the shoulder and hospitalized, but police say he's expected to recover. Police say they've apprehended both suspects, age 17 and 18, but declined to identify them. The investigation into the motive for the shooting is ongoing. The longtime fire chief for the Leavenworth area is retiring. Kelly O'Brien joined Chalan County Fire District 3 as a volunteer firefighter in 1988 and has held the title of chief since 2004. During his tenure, O'Brien has helped the department expand services and offer fire-wise resources to prevent wildfires that threaten the town and its surroundings. The fire district plans an open house on November 21st to thank the chief for his years of work. Temporary parking restrictions are coming to city roadways in Leavenworth as visitors begin to arrive for the Village of Lights. The city says the anticipated increase in traffic flows and parking congestion along narrow roadways could potentially decrease emergency response times in the area. There will be no parking on both sides on Pine Street from First Street to Ski Hill Drive, on Ski Hill Drive from Evans Street to Pine Street, on Evans Street to Ski Hill Drive to Highway 2, or on Commercial Street from Division Street to 14th Street. The parking restrictions will be in place every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, beginning the weekend of Friday, November 29th to Sunday, December 29th. You can view a map of the parking restrictions on the City of Leavenworth website before you head to town, as all parking restrictions are subject to change. When we come back, Wenatchee Valley College and Big Bend Community College are planning to launch a joint 4-year degree, and Washington immigrant advocates are gearing up for future court challenges to a second Trump administration. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
It's true. Health Alliance and Assurance Northwest Medicare Advantage plans are terminating coverage, and they will no longer be available for you beginning January 1st, 2025. So you have two big options. One, join one of the two new Medicare Advantage plans, WellCare or Humana. Or number two is go back to original Medicare and join a supplement and a Part D drug plan. But there's so much more to discuss here, so here are some suggestions to get you started. Go to our website or call your local Springwater Insurance office for more information.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
The Triple Topper's back!
This November, what makes Abby's Triple Topper so great? It's the pepperoni, Canadian bacon, and ground beef toppings piled to the edge. It's a whole lot of pizza at a very special price. Order your Triple Topper at abbys.com.
There's no place like home. Because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
The city of Chalan is partnering with Chalan County PUD on a new 5-year strategic vision. The initiative includes proposed enhancements for Chalan Gorge Park, Riverwalk Park, downtown infrastructure as part of the city's Imagine Downtown Chalan plan, and future opportunities in South Chalan at the Reach 1 trailhead. Through these projects, the city seeks to balance ecological impacts, community needs, and long-term sustainability. Their goal is to benefit present and future generations while simultaneously protecting the Chalan River's natural beauty, purity, and accessibility. The city invites residents to share their thoughts on the proposed projects through an interactive survey. The survey is available through the city's website. Wenatchee Valley College and Big Bend Community College are planning to launch a joint 4-year degree. The State Board for Community and Technical Colleges approved a program proposal for a new Bachelor of Applied Science in Behavioral Health. The program is designed to build off an associate degree in behavioral health, with junior and senior level courses offered to establish an understanding of human behavior, mental health disorders, and the principles of counseling. In their senior year, students will complete a 3-quarter field practicum with a local behavioral health provider. The colleges are seeking accreditation with the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities, and the goal is to launch the program in fall of 2025. Washington immigrant advocates are gearing up for future court challenges to a second Trump administration. The Northwest Immigrant Rights Project hosted a Zoom seminar this week on what to expect as the president-elect promises large-scale deportations. Legal Director Matt Adams said Washington laws, including the Keep Washington Worker Act of 2019, prohibit local police from apprehending non-citizens solely based on their immigration status.
One of the things that we have the benefit of here in Washington State is that our state has stepped up. In May of 2019, it passed the Keep Washington Workers Act, which created guardrails, safeguards to ensure that local law enforcement was not inappropriately cooperating or collaborating with the federal government when the federal government's engaged in these enforcement activities. And so, while Trump has been promising to utilize the local police and the National Guard in states that are cooperating with him, here in Washington State, our laws make clear that local law enforcement will not arrest people based on immigration laws, that they will not procure immigration so that they may share that with the federal authorities.
Coming up next in tonight's feature story, November is Native American Heritage Month, and the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center is marking the occasion tomorrow with a special documentary screening. Mainly dry and warmer temperatures are expected over the next couple of days, with rain in the forecast this weekend. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, located on South Wenatchee Ave, has the largest selection of spas and swim spas in town. Stay cool this summer in an artesian swim spa and use it all year long. We enjoy helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis pain. Our passion is water, so please bring us a water sample, and we will help you diagnose your pool or spa water for free. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, your pool and spa experts.
Central Washington Water is your hot spring spa dealer for over 45 years. Shop their showroom and see the new Freshwater Smart IQ. This is a new innovative approach to super simple water care, combined with the freshwater salt system to give you clean, balanced spa water naturally. There's a hot tub for every budget. Save up to $1,000 on hot spring spas or buy plug-and-play spas starting at $79 per month. Why shop anywhere else? Central Washington Water. They service what they sell.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
In tonight's feature story, November is Native American Heritage Month, and the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center is marking the occasion tomorrow with a special documentary screening. Inhabitants, Indigenous Perspectives on Restoring Our World features the stories of 5 tribes around the country pursuing traditional methods of cultivating their land. The Indigenous Roots and Reparation Foundation will host a discussion following the screening, which starts at 6 p.m. Here's the trailer for the film.
We've been doing this for millennia. No Western concept of conservation is that old. We know how to manage natural resources.
Part of what's wrong with America is that people don't understand that these forests that they aspire to were really a result of Native Americans understanding the natural cycles that occur out there.
The health of the river runs parallel with the health of the people. It's not just to fix this creek or fix our river, we want to fix the whole world.
In California, there's a lot of fear.
Humans have excluded fire from this natural system and have created unnatural conditions as a result.
Now we're having catastrophic fires, more damaging than has ever been in recorded history.
Fighting fire, it's not a fight you can win. Fire has always been here. It's always been a part of us.
The more you know about it, the less fear you have.
The more prescribed fire we get on the ground around our communities, the safer we are. That knowledge never gets lost.
The fact that we're still here today is a testament to adaptation and resilience.
It's nature in relationship with humans over 1,000 years.
I'm a 200th generation farmer. This is our blood. This is who we are. When I was at Cornell University, they said that I needed 33 inches of annual rainfall a year. We don't believe in irrigation. This is about 160 days without having any rain. These are like super seeds. They're very tough, they're like us.
Our religion is survival in this place.
If things are wrong here, they're wrong on the other side of the world too.
People are all excited about climate change. That's a good thing, but it's going to be imperative that these people and these movements look for and accept guidance from Indigenous people.
We're trying to revive many of the practices of old.
We know how to adapt and respond to a changing environment.
It's time to learn from each other
and incorporate the ways of the people who are on the land before you.
We have a big job to do as far as respecting the place that we're in.
Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Wednesday. Boy, very wet in some locations around North Central Washington. Not so much here in the Wenatchee Valley. But as we look outside our weather window from mid-afternoon, still a lot of low clouds hanging around the Lake Chalan area, where a little bit more rain fell that way. Not much here in Wenatchee. And boy, did it look ominous out there this morning. Just no rain here in Wenatchee. But as I mentioned, others will see some rain. Here's the possibility of rain totals as we get into our overnight and early Thursday morning. We'll be lucky if we see 1/10 of an inch here in the Wenatchee area. But as you travel east, the rainfall totals do increase. Wilbur, almost an inch of rain is possible. Moses Lake could pick up as much as a ½ inch. And if you're traveling over in the Spokane area, also about a ½ inch to an inch of rain. While in Wenatchee, we hardly saw anything out of this storm system. As we check our our almanac. Speaking of rain totals, there you have it. 2/100ths of an inch is all that we had here in Wenatchee, and that now gets us to 4 inches going back to January 1st, which is still a little over 2 inches behind where we should be. As far as temperatures go, we were slightly above normal. 49 today, 45 is where we should be. Beautiful day back in 2015, our record high of 67 degrees. Look at that low this morning, 45, 31 is normal. We only gained 4 degrees throughout our day today. 14 our record low, and that was set in 1985. Getting you into Thursday, temperatures are going to warm up as we move into the end of the week. Almost mid-50s for Moses Lake and Ephrata at 54, 53 for Quincy, and then a nice day for Wenatchee at 52. Eniat up into Chelan, we'll see around 51 degrees, and we'll see 50 in Leavenworth and 51 tomorrow in Kashmir. So we are drying out before our next weather system moves in on Saturday. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, still about a 30% chance of rain. There's the little trough of low pressure, and we will see a lot of precipitation over in western Washington. Low temperatures tonight, right around 40 degrees. For your Thursday, mostly cloudy. There is an area of low pressure up in British Columbia, and that's going to drag these clouds and showers through on Thursday. About a 30% chance of the wet stuff for us. But the good news, we are going to warm up a little bit. Low 50s for highs on Thursday. For your Friday, a weak ridge of high pressure builds in, and I mean it will be brief on Friday. Enjoy it. It's going to be our best day of the 7-day forecast. Mostly sunny and mild with highs in the low 50s for Friday. And then by Saturday, here's our area of high pressure getting pushed down into the interior of the U.S. by a very large area of low pressure. Good chance we will see a rain-snow mix on Saturday. It will even fill in a little bit more as we get into Saturday night. High temperatures cooler in the mid-40s. For Sunday, cloudy. We could see heavy precipitation in the Cascades early in the day. Widespread evening rain on Sunday with high temperatures mid to upper 40s as we end our weekend. Kicking off our next work week, another area of high pressure slides into western Oregon. That'll bring us mostly sunny skies on Monday, but notice the airflow coming down from the northwest, so we will cool down a little. Mid-40s for your high on Monday, and then for Tuesday, some high clouds out there with high pressure up into British Columbia and Alberta. It will be cool on Tuesday. We're talking high temperatures only in the low to mid-40s. All right, your 7-day forecast now. 40 degrees overnight tonight, maybe a few scattered showers. Scattered showers for Thursday too, but 52 degrees, which is about 7 degrees above where we should be. Friday, as I mentioned, looks like our best day out of the entire forecast. 51 and mostly sunny. And then it's back to the wet stuff as we get you into the upcoming weekend. Maybe a rain-snow mix for Saturday and 46. 90% chance of rain on Sunday with a high of 48. And then a mix of clouds and sun for Monday and Tuesday. Cooler too, with high temperatures generally in the mid-40s. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Under gunmetal gray skies here at the Apple Bowl, Eric Granstrom on the NCWLIFE channel will talk more about why we're here coming up in just a little bit. First of all, let's go to the Seattle Kraken. They lost 4 in a row on the road. They've come home, and now they've won 2 straight after down in Columbus last night at Climate Pledge Arena. 5-2 the final, but they had to come from behind to do it in this one, scoring 4 goals in the second period. John Forsland had the call on Kong TV.
Eberle turns it over. Now Aston Reese. They score! Sean Corrali may have got to it before it crossed the goal line. If not, it's Zach Aston Reese. And Columbus has earned a 1-0 lead here at the outset. It's dumped in. Corrali gets after it, sings a pass, they score! A beautiful play at Zach Aston Reese on the receiving end of a sizzling pass from Sean Corrali. Amputia, now Gord. In the slot, Burakovsky, Danforth, a chance, they score! Ty Cartier with a turnaround backhander in tight. And the Kraken, with just about 3 minutes gone in the second period, get on the board. Tanev has open ice. Here comes Turbo with Gord going to the front. Turbo scores! Brandon Tanev! It's Turbo time once again, and the Kraken have tied it. Columbus number 12 on the kill. Seattle is 1 for 14 in the last 5 with their power play. McCann, Eberle in front, they score! That's hockey, baby! Eli Tolvanen on the back door. It's a power play goal. 3-2, Seattle. To the wall, Schwartz. He springs Bjorkstrand, who has Borgen right down Lenny Wilkins' way. He scores! Hey, hey, what do you say? Will Borgen and the Kraken have a 4-2 lead. $1:27 left. The Kraken looking for their 7th win of the season. Their 4th on home ice. McCann, yawning cage, bullseye! About it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and the Kraken will. That's Kraken hockey, baby. It's a 5-2 win over the Columbus Blue Jackets.
The homestand continues tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against the Chicago Blackhawks. The game will be broadcast on Kong TV. The WIAA State 1B and 2B volleyball tournaments got underway earlier today at the Sundome in Yakima. Soap Lake extended its season at least 2 more matches with a play-in win over PL this morning. Eagles were victorious 25-12, 19, and 21 to advance to face Walla Walla Academy earlier this afternoon. Waterville-Mansfield had a first-round match against Mary Walker as well in the Sundome. Manson advanced to the quarterfinals of the State 2B tournament with a straight-set win over Warden 25-7, 19, and 16. The Trojans were to face Riverview tonight at 7:30. Manson trying to win its 2nd straight state title. Tonasket was in a must-win match earlier this afternoon after falling to Coupeville this morning in 3 sets, 25-19, 23, and 12. Tigers were up against either Colfax or Mossy Rock. You could follow the latest on the state tournaments on our Facebook page at NCWLIFE channel. Well, Pateras' season came to an end in the State B soccer tournament last night, falling on the road in Western Washington. The Nannies were shut out by Cross Point Christian 5-0. Coming up today, Okanagan plays at Napa Vine. Tonasket faces Toledo in Kelso tonight at 6. Brewster and Northwest Christian Colbert play at Central Valley High School in Spokane. That's also at 6 o'clock. This is also the first day of the State 1A tournament. Natchez Valley is in Snohomish. Make that Sammamish facing the Bush School. Cashmere's home tonight against Kingsway Christian at 6 o'clock. Royal at Juanita to face Cedar Park Christian. That also at 6 o'clock. Ellensburg girls are at the State 2A tournament first round in Bellingham Civic Stadium. They're matched up with Seaholm at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, here at Leavenworth Field of the Apple Bowl, the Wenatchee Panthers play host to the Kent Ridge Chargers in the first game of the State 4A tournament. Wenatchee trying to extend its 13-game winning streak, only 1 blemish on the season for the Panthers. Meanwhile, Kent Ridge has had an interesting season. They're 11-1-6. That's right, 6 ties. Should be an interesting one tonight at 6 o'clock here in the Apple Bowl. We talked earlier this season with the head coach for the Panthers, Ashton Kirkpatrick, about taking over the program from John Springer and about their success this season.
The coach is only as good as their players, so I mean the girls have been putting in the work. I took over, beginning of the year, May, and we've been putting in the work ever since. We worked hard this summer. I had a good foundation to go off of. Coach John Springer gave me a good foundation to work from, but ultimately the girls, the club teams in the town have allowed them to, work and continue playing together outside of high school soccer, and we just kind of continue the momentum once we get going for high school season.
How important is it for your team with a brand new coach, the fact that the players know each other, they know their strengths, they know their weaknesses, they know perhaps each other outside of the soccer realm even?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah, I do attribute a lot, or a transition was a lot smoother because the girls know each other. And we have a pretty young team. The majority of our team is underclassmen, and that's rare to have girls that come in and are cultured and know each other being freshmen on the team. Usually that's a pretty new, fearful position, and they're coming in and it's a very smooth transition. They know each other, they know half of the other team out here, so it makes it tough, but it helps us for our camaraderie within the team. The girls have known from the beginning my goal is to win a state championship, so that's my goal as a player, that's my goal as a coach. I think we're headed in the right direction. I know that's a big feat, but that is my goal, is to win a state championship.
Certainly lofty goals for the Panthers. We'll have some highlights as well as interviews coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Here at Leavenworth Field of the Apple Bowl, I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. Have a happy Wednesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
What once was old now is new to the NCWLIFE channel. Tune in for Bonanza, Superman, The Andy Griffith Show, The Beverly Hillbillies, The Invisible Man, The Lone Ranger, and The Lucy Show. Check your program guide for classic programming on NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.